It's time for Money Matters. Joining us today is Josh Smith of Strategic Wealth Designers to talk about 529 plans and potential alternatives. So, Josh, I guess the first question here is obviously, what is a 529 plan?
Yeah, so a 529 plan is something that many parents and grandparents put together for their kids or maybe their grandchildren. It grows tax-free. You can pull it out tax-free to pay for qualified educational expenses. So that might be, say, college tuition or maybe private tuition for K through 12 as well.
Are there any alternatives out there that people may not have heard of or that may serve people better than a 529 plan?
Yeah, there are many different types that are out there, many different alternatives out there. A Roth IRA is another popular one. You can typically, prior to 59 and a half, pull out your principal tax-free of a Roth IRA. Permanent life insurance might be an alternative as well. It works a lot like a Roth. Or just a standard brokerage account as well is something that many people use as an alternative to a 529 plan.
Any other tips that you have out there for folks looking at this type of plan?
Yeah, certainly. So when you open up a 529 plan, while they have many benefits, the biggest one being it grows tax-free and you get to pull the money out tax-free for those qualified expenses. Many people are surprised, though, just how limited those qualified expenses are. So that's going to be just your college tuition or maybe books. But you can't use the 529 for things like maybe room and board. So that's why some of these alternatives are very popular. You can't use the 529 plan to buy that used car so they can drive to and from campus. And you can't use those funds as well for those everyday college living expenses. So that's why you got to consider all the costs of college and being careful putting too much money inside a 529 plan. Consider some of those alternatives, because you are very limited on the type of expenses you can use those qualified dollars for.
That's really good information, Josh. Thank you so much as always.
Thank you.
For more tips to make your money matter, visit our website, WKYT.com. If there's something you'd like us to discuss, send your request to news@WKYT.com and we'll talk about it here.